everyone, this is Demari. Welcome to my YouTube channel. And today I'm going to be doing the weekly tarot reading for the sign of Taurus. Please keep in mind it is a general reading, so it may not apply to each and every one of you. However, you can take a look at this week's reading in regards to your Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. So do take a look at your natal chart, see the corresponding zodiac signs, and see which video's title resonates for you most. Now, when it comes to the spread, I am pulling some quick fire messages again, as you know, my health is not where it needs to be right now. So what I'll do is I'll pull some cards from the Quantum Oracle and the Moonology decks. We'll then get some tarot messages using the Waite deck, and then we'll pull an angel answers or two if required at the end. As you can see, I have some new lights in the background now, just to brighten things up a little bit. Hopefully you'll enjoy it. So let's get into your reading, Taurus. So while I'm shuffling your cards, I want to say a quick thank you to everyone who's been liking, commenting, subscribing, and even sharing my videos. It means a lot to have your continued support, so thank you so much for being a part of this community. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell so you're informed of when your next set of readings goes up on the channel. If you'd like a personal reading, you can find the information in the description box below. Excuse me. So, Taurus, the card you have from the Quantum Oracle is Family, Friends, and Guides. Okay, nice. So it seems here that you're getting some divine guidance at this time, okay? There is a message that wants to come through for you. I feel like already you may have been receiving little whispers in your ear, right? From your guides. Could be ancestors as well, okay? Family members that have passed on. But there is someone that's trying to relay an important message to you at this time. Have you been seeing the signs and synchronicities? Are you open to receiving those messages? That's the question. But there's definitely something significant that wants to come through at this time, and I feel like it's going to help shift your perspective when it comes to an area of your life that you've been really struggling to gain clarity on, where you feel like perhaps your hands are tied, that you can't move forward. That's what I'm feeling intuitively. Like it's a situation where you feel like your hands are tied. I can't, there's nothing, it's out of my hands are tied. There's nothing I can do here to fix it. Maybe that's not the case. Maybe a creative solution is being offered to you at this time. So let's see. We'll go to the Moonology deck. Spirit, what is it that we want to relate to Taurus? What is it that Taurus needs to know? Yeah, so third quarter moon, adjustments are required. Yeah. So as I was saying, there are some things that you can do to change the situation. Even if there's something that's happening outside your control, there are still possibilities within that. There's still things that you can do to improve the situation, okay? So say, for example, if you're worried about, you know, an upcoming move, right? Say if you're relocated to a new home and you feel like the whole process has been delayed, then it's not that straightforward. There may be some things that you need to look at, okay? Say, for example, if you're worried about finances, maybe there's some areas where you could cut costs down. If you're worried about, you know, being able to physically move your belongings, perhaps there are those that can assist you, you know, safely, of course. Or perhaps, you know, you need to put money aside for a removal company, things like that, okay? So there's some logistic factors that I feel like you may need to look at this time. Or if not, they may be just a matter of the way you're perceiving the situation, the way you're looking at it. Like, there's nothing I can do. Well, perhaps maybe there is, right? But let's see what else we can find out when we go into the tarot, because obviously the situation is going to be different for different people, but I feel like it definitely is something logistics, something to do with the logistics and possibly finances as well. Okay, so that's what I'm getting, something that you feel like you're not able to move on at this time because of some something to do with the logistics of the situation or to do with your finances. But let's see. Oh wow, okay, this is very interesting. There's two cards here, but I'll take them. And I kept seeing the Four of Pentacles. I'm surprised that didn't come up. Like you trying your best to, you know, hoard finances, squirrel money away perhaps. But maybe you're overlooking something where you could receive some financial assistance. We'll go into it anyway. So, first tarot card out is the Two of Pentacles, Earth energy, right? This is your energy along with Virgo and Capricorn. So this is you trying to balance the books, I feel, okay? So you could have recently been looking for a new job. Maybe you know that there's a redundancy coming up. Maybe you're self-employed and you have employees, right? Especially because I do see the Emperor in your spread. So you could be a business owner and you're struggling to balance the books right now, okay? Because maybe there's been a change in workload. Maybe you've even had to lay off some employees just to be able to keep your business afloat. I can understand that will come with a lot of stress, but I feel like there is guidance available to you. There is someone who can provide support, okay? And I feel like you are getting nudges, little nudges and signs from your spirit guides to show you that there's something perhaps you're overseeing that could provide you that assistance that you're needing at this time, okay? Next card out is the Sun in reverse. Leo energy. So the sun showing up, whether it's in reverse or the upright, is always good news. That means clarity is, you know, just around the corner. With it being in reverse, I feel like there is something that's kind of staring you in the face, but because you're so close to the issue at hand, you're perhaps not seeing it. So maybe there is a need to look at the situation with a fresh pair of eyes. Maybe there's someone close to you that can provide that, you know, that clarity, right? By explaining your situation to someone close to you that you trust, maybe they're able to see the signs that you've been overlooking, right? So do be open to having a conversation about it, okay? Because sometimes we do need that outside perspective. Next card is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so I feel like you are very much worried about your material abundance at this time, particularly your finances, as I said. You're worried about how you can logistically keep things moving forward. I understand that it is a very stressful time for a lot of us, right? With all the changes and shifts that are happening. However, support is available to you, okay? There are maybe some places where you need to cut costs, where you can cut costs and you may not be noticing it, right? But I do also feel like there is assistance available to you, that you don't have to do everything by yourself. Obviously, if you are in some kind of management position or a leadership role, or you're an entrepreneur, a CPO, where is that? CPO. Oh gosh. Anyway, CEO. Then yeah, perhaps it's difficult for you to admit that perhaps you need some help. However, I do feel like there is assistance available to you. That's why your guides are trying to give you those gentle nudges. Because there is a time to put your pride to one side and accept that maybe it's time to, you know, seek the necessary assistance, okay? And also, if you are worried about finances, there may be some grants that are available to you. You will have to check that out in terms of, you know, what is being offered through governmental schemes in your country, right? But I know there's a lot of like stimulus checks and grants and things like that that are now being offered. So do take a look into that if you are needing a little bit of help, right? Next card out is the Hermit, okay? So Virgo energy, you could have Virgo in your chart, but I feel like you're trying to look within to see what the solution is, what the answer is, okay? You're worried about being destitute, so you're doing your best to assure that that doesn't happen, right? However, I feel like the more you kind of detach, the more you kind of withdraw from those around you that can support you, the more you're just going to be in the dark trying to find an answer that's blaring right in front of you, right? So don't close yourself down. I feel like in this case, being in the Hermit energy is not necessarily going to be beneficial, because I feel like the answer is just around the corner. It's just perhaps you're not seeing it because of the stress, the concern, because of all these big shifts that are happening around you, right? And you know that there are certain adjustments that you still need to make, but I feel like the answers are literally just in front of you, okay? And I feel like as well, once you get some outside you know, support, or maybe even just an outside perspective from someone you trust, someone who is, you know, pretty switched on. I feel like you'll be able to see that it's been in front of you all along, that you held the answer in the palm of your hand all this time. You were just too close to the situation and possibly a little bit too stressed to really see it, but that's okay. We all have moments like that, especially when you have a lot on your plate and if you're responsible for, you know, other, you know, employees, colleagues of yours. I mean, yeah, I can understand that's got to be very stressful, right? If that's the case. But otherwise, you know, if you just feel like you're not sure how you can progress forward, I feel like the answers you seek are lying right ahead of you. And if you're not seeing it now, you will soon, okay? Next card is the Emperor, okay? Aries energy. But, you know, the Empress is associated with Taurus, so this can be you in your divine masculine, which I really feel it is the case, regardless of your gender. This is you being in a position of power, authority, autonomy, right? Being in a leadership role. So that's why I feel for some of you, you are business owners or your high-level management. You're people who have maybe freelancers, or you have a position where people come to you for guidance, for counsel, for your professional skill set or your expertise in some way, right? And I feel like even though that may be the case, there are times where you need to also step forward and seek outside guidance or counsel, right? Or being open to that at least. So I feel like you're being encouraged to look at things from a different perspective. Don't be too set in your ways, shall we say, a little bit too stubborn and prideful to, you know, include someone in your situation, someone that you trust, someone that you know has your back, right? Because like I said, perhaps the answer is way closer than you think, and perhaps there's someone who can assist you, okay, with whatever this is. Or even just getting that outside perspective can be very beneficial, right? So you're being asked to, you know, still very much be in your power and make your own decisions, but don't be afraid to seek outside counsel. I mean, even the Emperor has generals, has, you know, advisors, right? So that's the thing. And then finally, the last two cards you have is the Six of Swords, Air Energy, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius, and the Two of Wands in reverse, which is Fire Energy, Aries, Leo, Sag. So I feel like Taurus, yeah, if you have been wanting to relocate, you will be able to do so, right? But you may need to ask for assistance, as I said, okay? I feel like there are people in your sphere that can help you. And again, don't be afraid to divulge the situation to those closest to you. I do also feel like, say if you have a family, okay, if you have a partner, discuss it with your partner. Don't shoulder the burden alone, because I feel like they're aware that you're under a lot of, you know, immense pressure, stress, right? Or even with a parent, doesn't have to be a partner, could be with a parent. Or even your siblings, okay? I feel like there's someone very close to you that can help you make this transition, make these adjustments, make this move, right? Whatever it is that you're trying to do, there is someone here that can help you with that, okay? So don't feel like you have to shoulder the burden alone, okay? Because that's not the case here. I feel like you already have everything you need, you just don't realize it because, you know, of the stress that you're under at this time. Even though there's no cards here that show stress, I do get that sense of being a little bit overwhelmed, right? Just having a lot on your plate, not to the point where you feel like you're gonna break down, but just, you know, just having a lot to consider is what I would say. But, you know, there is someone in your sphere that can help you. So don't feel like you have to have all the solutions, you know, and execute them alone all the time, because that's not the case, okay? So hopefully that helps. Do let me know your thoughts in the comments. If you found it useful, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and don't forget to hit the notifications bell. And honestly, Taurus, I feel like whatever it is that you're setting out to do, you will accomplish it. It's just you have to know when to, you know, open up and get that outside perspective or get the assistance that you need, and be open to those nudges that are coming in, okay? Because it is for your highest good, you know. So sending you guys lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.